everybody, welcome back to 2000 Hours of Banjo. My name is Mark. In my last video, I opened up and unboxed the new Phantom banjo, the Phantom from Nechville. And I also mentioned in that video that I had a cold. Well, that cold kicked my butt for the rest of the week, and I really haven't had any time to mess around with the new Phantom, or even the Deering for that matter. So today what I'd like to do is a bit of a first impressions, because again, I really haven't had much time with the banjo, and just go over some of the things that just kind of stand out with the new Phantom Nechville. All right, so let me go ahead and set the Deering down and grab the Phantom. Now, right off the bat, the Phantom is much heavier. Is a lot heavier than the Deering. The Deering is only like 4.5, maybe 5 pounds, and this is quite a bit more. And this is even with the wooden or Timbertronic tone ring. It'd be even another pound or so more with the metal tone ring. But the other thing I noticed right off the bat, and I couldn't stop doing it, or noticing it previously in the other video, is just how freaking gorgeous this banjo is. The inlays, the wood. I didn't showcase the back as much. The depth of the grain on the back of this banjo, I could stare at this forever. Look at the neck. Look at the I don't know, tiger striping on the neck. It's amazing. I almost wish that the guitar stand or the banjo stand held it backwards, so I could just look at the back of this banjo. It's just beautiful. All right, so getting this banjo all up. Other things that I've noticed. Now, I've tuned it in advance, and one of the things that I noticed when I tuned it with this new peg head is there's not really a lot of places where I can throw this tuner. I have to just slip it on where I can, which is about there, and then cock my head to see the screen of the tuner. Small sacrifice for how beautiful this instrument is. The other thing that I did that you won't notice because I did it off camera was when I went to go tune it, I went down here to tune the 5th string. That's going to take a little getting used to because 5th string is up here, it's tunneled, and you tune the 5th string up here, not down here, which also is another thing. I'm realizing that with the Deering, I've used the tuner knob as a bit of a landmark. So when I'm doing 2 to 5 slides or something like that, I knew where to stop because I saw the knob of the tuner for the 5th string. Here, the first time I did a 2/5 slide, I went too far or too short. It took a little bit, but I think, again, I'll get used to that. This banjo has the markers or the dots on the side of the neck, which is really nice. Speaking of the neck, or nut actually, the nut width is a little bit wider than that on the Deering. I don't think it's that so much wider that it's going to cause that much of a problem, but I'm sure when I transition from one to the other, there will be a small adjustment period. The Deering, the plan is with the Deering is to keep this one up at the cabin, and this one's going to stay right with me here in the Bay Area, California. The Deering itself, now that I have another banjo and I can sacrifice putting the banjo or one of the banjos into a shop for some work, the Deering is going to get a little bit of love. I'm going to have some railroad spikes put in. I'm going to see if they can adjust the action to be a little bit lighter, because that is probably one of the best things that I noticed right off the bat with this Phantom, is how amazingly light and easy it is to fret on the neck of this banjo. The neck, again, also is actually radiused or curved, which means the bridge is also curved, which means my banjo mute that I use for the Deering, which is straight, is not going to work on this bridge. Now, I did find a company called Mike's Banjo Mutes that makes a radius banjo mute, and I ordered one, and it'll be in about a week or so. Maybe I'll make a video on that as well. So I'm looking forward to getting that one in. It wasn't cheap. This is kind of expensive. It's like $45, probably $50 with shipping, which is a lot more than, you know, a bent piece of metal with some felt glued to the inside. Not to diminish this banjo mute, it's done a lot for me over the last 2 years, but it just won't work on the new Phantom. I think what I could do, honestly, is open up the resonator and shove a rag or a t-shirt in there to help dull the sound when I want the sound dulled, which is going to be kind of important because this thing is loud. It sounds amazing, but it is very, very loud. And that's probably the other biggest thing I notice about this banjo. It really throws that sound around. And I don't know if I'm too loud for the microphone. There may be some clipping in this video. I'm looking down at my feedback. I'm not seeing any red, so maybe there won't be any clipping. I did have to turn the volume down, and I'm in this battle with volume. I'm trying to make sure the volume of my voice is coming through, but at the same time not clipping. And people, I'm not, even though I have a YouTube channel, I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm a scientist by trade, and I don't know audio video that well, so bear with me. I know the sound quality in my videos has kind of been crappy for the last 2 years, but I'm going to continue to try to work that out until I get really good volume. All right, let me see if I can knock something out. Oh my gosh, it's so light. I think that was one too many. Same spot. You're gonna have to forgive me. My arm is still messed up. I still have the golfer's elbow, so I really haven't been doing my practice with my left hand, so my fretting is suffering a bit. I think, slowly developing good right hand tone. I do plan on doing a big video or two about the right hand technique and how it continues to evolve. Even today, I think I made a bit of a step forward in my right hand technique. So it continues, I think, to improve and evolve with time and focus on the right hand. But again, that's at the detriment of the left hand. But I'm really trying to rest it, to recoup it, and then I'll have to go back to doing the strength exercises and so forth to get my left hand. The thing is, though, with this super light fretting, maybe this will just cure it. I should have bought this Phantom a long time ago, and I'm sure some of you guys have said, you know, why are you waiting so long? Just go ahead and get that new banjo. Who knows? Maybe getting a Nechville, say a year ago, would have prevented this whole mess with the golfer's elbow. But what it is what it is, and I will persevere. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Hopefully the volume is pretty good, and I'm getting close to better volume with my videos. Take care. I've got lots of practice to do in a brand new banjo to really get to learn and love. Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Bye.